Uh, hey, welcome back to the channel. And today we are going to be discussing about the math exam of MEXT Scholarship paper. So, all of you wanted to apply for MEXT. Obviously, this is a very precious scholarship, and you wanted to get selected and have a trip to Japan and studies in Japan. But one of the most bad phases, or the difficult phase of the scholarship, it's the math exams or the written exams. Now, physics and chemistry is not mandatory for all. Obviously, it's mandatory for those who have taken physics and chemistry in their school years, but it's math. Math is mandatory for all. Like everyone have to attend the math because Japanese see maths as one of the aptitude tests. So, for the students, those are not studying maths after their 10th or high school, really gonna face this problem that it's very difficult to get to the math and max exam. So, if that's your problem, this video is your one-stop destination to all those your problems. So today we are going to be discussing about the topics, subtopics that are coming in maths in a frequent year with slight to slight changes. And with that, we are starting this video. So firstly, we're going to talk about the undergrad. So undergrad, the major topics of this undergrad paper is probability, number theory, geometry, algebra, and combinatorics. You have a good dose of geometry and algebra. There is probability and number theory a little on the downer side, and calculus maybe it's kind of moderate thing you'll have. Now talking about the subtopics, in probability you have counting problems and maybe the dice roll problems. In number theory you'll have divisors kind of problems, like in which you have to find a divisor of a number. Whereas in geometry you have to deal with the area of triangle and circles that are inscribed. Those ones, hope you get to know that. If you find the syllabus, you'll see that this type of problems are quite easy, but not all easy. If you're not from mathematics background, you have to learn those topics. And in algebra, you have to tackle some problems related to sequences, more specifically speaking arithmetic and geometric sequences, and inequalities and quadratic functions. Now, the moderate side of the paper is that the calculus, you have differentiation or implicit differentiation, is that you have to solve for the derivatives and infinite series as the binomial expansions. And the other side of the paper is that rest of the miscellaneous parts contain of combinatorics. It's basically coefficients and binomial thing. Okay, so that's the whole analysis of undergrad paper. Now let's move to College of Technology. So in College of Technology, the pattern of the paper and the topics of the paper is quite similar to undergrad, since this both are similar, except undergrad is a degree program and College of Technology is an associate degree program. So the difficulty of this paper is quite on the lower side. In this you have algebra, limits, linear algebra, and certain other miscellaneous topics. Now talking about the subtopics, and calculus, you will have limits, is that finding limits either by factorization, substitution, or L'Hospital rule. Differentiation, you will have basic problems and certain kind of complex, not complex, you can say the moderate problems of differentiation. And integration is going to be indefinite and indefinite. Obviously on the lower side is that less difficult as compared to undergrad. In algebra, you will have certain, like similar to the undergrad, is that solving linear equation, deal with certain functions such as greatest of integer function, absolute value function, logarithms, and inequalities. Whereas the newer part in this COT exam is that you'll have linear algebra, is that you'll have need to have a sufficient knowledge of matrix, operation on the matrix, inverses of the matrix, and the additional is like you have to learn about all the topics that are interrelated, like trigonometry, for example, is one of the topics that are used in limits, integration, differentiation. So it's like one of the major important topics. These are not the very important topics that directly come into the paper, but these are the topics that you need to learn to solve at least all those problems. So that is the whole analysis of College of Technology maths paper. And let's move to specialized training college. Now, specialized training college is one of the exams that are given by the students who are obviously from non-core backgrounds, doesn't studied PCM after their high school. So the topics in STC, is the Specialized Field in College exam, is kind of very simple. In algebra, you have linear inequalities, integer solutions of those things, problems, geometric sequences, and logarithms. But it's very simple, especially for those who did maths and who love maths. But it's going to be a moderate kind of difficult for those who never studied maths after high school. So the next part is analytical geometry. So apart from the main core geometry or conic section, in STC exam you have analytical geometry. It's the geometry that can be solved by your analytical skills. It's basically about lines and circles and tangents to them. Then you will have trigonometry. Trigonometry, you'll have the problem related triangles and their angles. And in coordinate geometry, you'll have parabolas, circles. You have to deal with that. And the last one of the major topics about this STC exam is vector algebra. So in vector algebra, you'll have to deal with dot product of vectors and cross product of vectors. And that is one of the major subtopics in vector algebra that you have to get encountered to. And apart from this analysis, I wanted to tell you that you can't get a maths exam just by reading the specific topics. You have you need to have a minimum amount of practice, and obviously to make yourself comfortable with the type of questions and the environment. And especially when you are doing practicing, keep it time bound so that it doesn't bother you to lose a time or lose a track of time in the main exams. And apart from this, just prepare the whole thing. And if you want the scholarship strategist to solve all those exam questions, especially the maths ones, then do let me know. Please subscribe to the channel and please comment, because one of your comments are the things that really works for like input system for me to make those videos very precise for you. So just learn, keep yourself up. MEXT date might gonna be here, like in maybe in this month or maybe in next month. We'll have those dates. So just keep yourself preparing, and thank you very much.